Boom! Now it's time for our top 5. And this time, we're doing top 5 newish places to hang out in Tulsa.
Tulsa's have so many newish places in the last few years, it's hard to keep track.
Yeah.
But we have 5 that we really are responding to. Number 5 is the Mother Road Market on Lewis Avenue and 11th Street.
Right in the neighborhood of Murphy's Pub.
That's right. What we love about Mother Road Market is that it's a gathering of like food truck establishments and some restaurants, and there's a bar in there. I've never been, to be honest, I've never been during the warmer months when there was live music and everything outside. But it is it gathers people. Yeah, it's a food court, and it gathers people. And I just love how they use that building. There's a lot of interesting food. They have the one kitchen 66 that rotates. The place is cool. And so all these food truck or food entrepreneurs can come in and try out and see if they could make a go of it. I've actually thought of doing it.
Yeah, and even my T-shirt, the Chicken Wolf, comes from the Mother Road, and a lot of them are local businesses. I contributed to a GoFundMe for one of them because it was expensive to get in, but the payoff has been amazing. I mean, it's packed, and what I really appreciate about it, Sloan, is that when you go, you see people from all different like socioeconomic classes. Food brings people together across political and class and racial.
Yeah, it's just a great thing to do. Like I've gone on dates there, and it's a fun way to start your evening. You can try out different foods. So, one person goes over there and gets the Asian food. The other person goes over there and gets maybe the coconut shrimp. The other person goes over there and gets maybe fried sausage or fried chicken. I mean, there's just so many things, and you bring it all together. And you kind of have this tasting center at a table, and then there's a bar where you can have drinks. So,
and you never know when you might hear your drunken uncle playing out on the patio.
Oh, that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen.
All right. Number 4 is Marshall's Tap Room. Marshall Beer has been around. It's the first microbrew in Tulsa. We love it, especially their Atlas IPA. But just this year, they opened up their tap room, and it's beautiful.
It is. And they have a lot of beers in the tap room that they don't share to the rest of the public. So you have to go to the tap room to get that beer. One of my favorites is Green Country IPA. It is a beautiful IPA.
We should review it soon, but it really is their best beer.
And they did a great job of again, like Mother Road, they did a great job of taking this old building and turning it into a really cool establishment. It feels like something authentic to Tulsa and Route 66. They took the old neon sign, and because of the laws, they weren't allowed to, they couldn't build a new one. They could leave the existing one on and still keep it. So they had to put their name on it. And if you look closely, you can see that they just kind of popped it on there. And it's so Tulsa, and it's so Route 66. So what else do we have to say?
I mean, they're opening up their back patio. It looks great, and
look for your drunken uncle to play there.
Yeah, and or be out there
and be drinking some pints. We had a keg from there, their Pilsner, for St. Patrick's Day.
That's right.
It was ice cold and lovely, and especially the second day when we were able to.
It just got better close to the end of the keg.
Yeah,
was it porch Pilsner?
Lovely.
I missed the porch Pilsner.
Well, we made it our porch Pilsner.
Yeah, Laura wasn't there for the second day or the first day. But then you know how you love that second day. It was fun.
I do love the second day. In fact, I was with Rosita, and we talked about how, we wish we could be there for the second day.
We wrote a song. Dave stayed overnight, and the three of us wrote a song.
I think we wrote 2 songs.
How precious.
But one for sure. Number 3, I think, is very exciting. And numbers. Numbers, whatever. Throw the numbers out. Number 3 is Duet Jazz. Duet Jazz is this cool place. Again, another refurbished building.
Very cool place.
That was empty for so long. And all of a sudden, here comes Kaiser, and in collaboration with other people. I don't know all the partners in this, but on top you have this incredible restaurant. I've eaten there. Delicious food, fun atmosphere, great patio,
great service too,
and great service. And then down in the basement is a jazz club, where through the Kaiser Foundation and everything that's set up down there, they bring in, they have a jazz aficionado, I don't know the title to be honest, but someone who is steeped in the national international jazz scene, and they bring jazz musicians from all over the world who are like maybe going from Chicago to Kansas City, working their way to New Orleans. They're coming here. I mean, how exciting is that?
It's so exciting, and I mean, our keyboardist Dave Broom has played down there with national and international artists because he's incredible.
Yes, he is.
And one time I was down there, I brought a friend in from Kansas City, and I wanted to impress him, and he loves jazz, so I took him down there. And the guy asked for like volunteers to come sing, and so like everyone pushed me up to go sing, and I ended up like taking like just I was like Sloan, I got the spirit.
I don't know if I know this story.
Oh man, I just let it go, and
Awesome.
it was so much fun. Like,
Cool. Very
maybe
cool.
I'll put a clip of it up, but somebody got it on video.
Nice.
No, it was fun. I just it felt like home. You know,
Right.
it felt cozy.
And it's truly a large variety. It's not strictly jazz per se. I mean, we're calling
broadly
it jazz.
conceived.
Yeah, broadly conceived, because this week coming up is salsa, and some Colombian band is coming through, and Helic and I are thinking about going. So,
Why would you know?
Thinking about?
I know, seriously.
well,
guys
there's
are
a
going.
conflict in your drunken
time.
uncle, and
Drunken Uncle's busy.
and I got to learn to dance salsa, and that's one of the things I'm working on.
By Wednesday?
It's like two-stepping with hips.
I'll teach you some.
We're gonna need a video of that.
No, duets.
Would that be
great
awesome?
choice.
Grant and I, like, him teaching me how to salsa?
Yes.
Do you know salsa or
Yes.
do you know two-stepping?
Both. I mean,
Oh, I
yeah,
know.
salsa, take
That
notes
we
now.
do need a video of. Kelly,
Yes.
don't put that down. We are making that video.
On it.
All right, number 2 is the brand new Whittier Bar. You may have known it in its older iterations of Captain D's, and then there was the Beehive or whatever.
Captain D's. I never went
But-
in during Captain D's.
Oh man, I went in.
Really? That's tough.
Oh, it was tough. I don't even want to talk about it.
Dang.
But
Yeah.
our good friends Mike Wozniak and Josh Gifford, who are entrepreneurs par excellence in Tulsa, the owners of the Sound Pony, bought this building
Yeah.
and invested in this bar and have just redone it, and it's just a classic sort of dive bar, and it has a great vibe in it. They even made a little patio out back. They
Yeah.
totally improved this
That little
place.
patio's cool, I think. I mean,
You have
it's
to
small,
have a
but it's
patio.
so neat. It's so neat to go back there. It's like intimate. It's almost like an outside snug, right? Right?
Well,
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. If you know, a snug is an Irish little room in a pub where you can hang out and have a private.
we
kind of
should
conversation.
actually make them a sign that says outdoor snug on it.
We should.
Put it over the door, go
Yeah,
back there.
that's right. Okay. So anyway, Whittier Bar, and our great friend Amy is the bartender there a lot of nights, and some other bartenders too. I can't remember all who are working there. It's because they change all the time. But they uplift. They I shouldn't say uplift. They worked on and developed what the Beehive already had, and it's just, you know what it reminds me of? I could imagine 1973, 4 walking into that bar,
Yeah.
and like you've got disco, and you got Vietnam vets hanging out at that bar. You got hippies that are still like hanging on to the 60s. I mean,
Hipsters.
and and disco and all this weird kind of shit is happening. That's the place.
It does feel like Tulsa from a bygone era.
Yeah.
But they've got like wine on tap, so it has some modern conveniences.
Is this the place? Did I hear they have prosecco on tap?
Yeah.
It's right next to Circle Cinema.
And
The
it's
great,
good.
the
They're not
great.
cheap. They're not. I mean, they're not just like cheap box of wine. I mean, they're actually good.
I've heard about this.
Wines.
I've heard about
Yeah, it's a unique thing, and it's right across the street from Circle Cinema, the independent international film
Art house.
and we'll go there, have some drinks, go watch the movie, and enjoy yourself.
Yeah. Or reverse it, and also have some.
Yeah,
Mexican
or then go
food.
back afterwards, and I'm sure there's gonna be live music, and you might see the Drunken Rose play
love that
there.
Mexican
sometime.
I know you
Scott.
might. You just might.
Calaveras.
We're trying to play everywhere.
You guys
We
are
are.
crazy. Just kidding.
Okay, so numero uno is the Gathering Place.
I know,
Overrated.
Oh my
It's-
God, she doesn't like the Gathering Place.
Well,
It's not that. It's not that I don't like it. It's very special, as I'm sure you're about to tell us. It's very special. They won't let me bring my dog there.
oh well, that's true.
Did they stop that?
No, they've
On
never
Wednesday
allowed pets.
nights, you're allowed to bring a dog on Wednesday nights. Who's going anywhere on a Wednesday night? I've got class and work. This is ridiculous.
Oh, so Wednesday
And-
night is dog night?
Yeah, that's the only time you can bring your dog. If you
I had
bring your
no
dog,
idea.
there's like people around to
Well,
tell you.
Laura,
can't
as you
have a
know,
dog
my
there.
dogs are not behaved to go anywhere.
And so
They
people
ran,
bring
when,
their
they
dog.
ran, they took
They
off
want.
today.
I think it's because people won't pick up dog shit.
Yeah.
And
It might be.
I think there's so many people working there. Ticket people. Why do I not? I can't bring a dog there. It was already bad enough, but then you can't bring guns there, which I'm totally in support of. But there's like nothing anyone can do about it, so people just bring their guns anyway because we're in Oklahoma. But I still though I can't bring my dog.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Gathering Place.
You
I'm
can't
not-
conceal your dog.
And Laura is
I cannot conceal
committed
my
to
dog.
that dog.
I've been trying really hard to figure out a way
Ferd
to
gets
conceal
full
my dog.
commitment.
He's the best.
I understand.
Remember
And he's a
though,
good
guys,
dog.
this is
He is.
top 5 hangouts in Tulsa, and so although I'm not really going to talk about the park because you can find out about the park anywhere.
Yeah, the park is separate from this.
What I'm talking about are the little like places to like eat or drink.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you've got like Red Bud Cafe, which has ice cream and coffee and
It's
whatever.
some
and
fantastic
it's,
ice cream, and it's so cheap. I mean, we're talking less than $2. You get an ice cream, and you're at this park.
And it's in the lodge building, which by itself is a work of art.
It is.
And it's beautiful during the summer and the winter. There's like fireplaces and whatever. And it's basically, I would call it Tulsa's living room.
Yeah.
The furniture is fantastic. All this woodwork that just is gorgeous.
Incredible, detailed woodwork, like to lean back on and everything like that.
Incredible view.
It's amazing.
Incredible
And it's
view.
just a great place to just hang out, maybe write in your journal or read a
Oh
book.
man, I see people there all the time working on laptops and just hanging out. They have the boathouse.
Yeah, the Boathouse has a restaurant called Vista.
Yeah.
It's just opening, and
I think there's 2 aspects to that, right? There's the fancy restaurant part, and then there's a more casual aspect to it.
Okay, that's good.
And then there's the concession
Patio,
stand.
yeah, the
just
patio.
concession. But even that's cool because you can get a beer there and or a glass of wine, and you can go walk the park. I mean, it's very cool. I mean, as we all know, the Gathering Place in Tulsa, anyway, has been internationally recognized. It's been on the New York Times.
Yeah, it was voted the best new attraction in the United States.
Yeah, who was saying this? I don't know if it was you or somebody told me the other day, or not the other day, but several months ago, that they met a family from Dallas who literally came up purely for the Gathering Place, and they were blown away by it. And they said it's like a free amusement park.
It really is, and
I mean, it's pretty amazing.
People are
It's-
actually coming from all over to see it.
Yeah.
It is.
I mean,
It is.
the vision is fully accomplished, I think, in a lot of ways, except for Laura's dog.
Yeah.
They should have like an exemption. Ferd is cleared.
He's so
Like has a little
He's a
tag.
human.
He just walks through. I'm good.
I mean, I'm glad that people from outside of Tulsa are coming, but what I love about this place is that it has brought Tulsa together. You see Tulsans of all stripes, of all ethnicities, of all races, of all classes, of all like just, it's the whole city comes and they're together in this place, and that's amazing.
And to add on to that point, Grant, because you're absolutely right. What I truly appreciate, and I appreciate the vision behind this, and George Kaiser and what he's trying to do is, it's located in a relatively affluent area, but what they've done to sort of help bring Tulsa together is they have shuttle buses that go to East and North Tulsa and help bring people who might not have access, might have the ability to get there, and they pull up and they're like, we're going to the I keep saying gathering place, and they bring them and then they take them back. I mean, for 99 years, that's set up. 99 years.
Wow. Think of the resource. Anyway, that's our top 5 places to hang out in Tulsa.
Oh man, Tulsa is cool.
All right.
It is so cool right now.
It's happening.
You're drunk enough, though.